Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. Be sure to check me out over on Rumble. There you'll find all of my stuff from YouTube, plus my political and social commentary and weekly current events, which YouTube frowns on. Links to my Rumble channel, as well as my other YouTube channels, and links to let you order my books are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an alien activity video on Indrid Cold. I-N-D-R-I-D-C-O-L-D. Indrid Cold. I had never heard of this before. This UFO story, technically it's a UFO alien story, but it's just weird. In November of 1966, a sewing machine salesman named Woodrow Derenberger was returning from a business trip to Marietta, Ohio. He was driving on a lonely back road in West Virginia when he pulled over to adjust a sewing machine in the back of his truck. It is 1966, so, When he pulled back onto the road, he noticed lights ahead of him. Excuse me. He thought the lights were a police car, so he stopped. Turned out that the lights belonged to an unusual aircraft. He said it looked like a kerosene lamp chimney. Essentially, it looked like a length of pipe with flanges on each end, and it was bloated out in the middle. It's weirdest looking flying, UFO I ever heard of. It's just weird. I've heard of the cigar-shaped ones, of saucers and triangle ones, and all this other stuff. Oval-shaped ones, egg-shaped ones, whatever. Pyramid-shaped ones, cone-shaped ones. This is the first one I've heard of that looked like a kerosene lamp chimney. But hey, it takes all kinds, I guess, right? A man stepped out of the craft and approached his truck. He looked like a normal human being with a good, deep suntan. Derenberger said that the man sported a huge grin and kept his arms folded with his hands under his armpits. Derenberger said that he kept the grin at all times and that he spoke telepathically. Yeah. The man asked him to roll down his window and then asked his name. Derenberger told him his name, and the man asked, Why are you frightened? Don't be frightened. We wish you no harm. We mean you no harm. We wish you only happiness. That's what the guy said, apparently. Then the man told him that his name was Cold, C-O-L-D, Cold. Derenberger agreed to an interview on live television on WTAP, where he was going to talk about this. Taking part in the interview were members of the state police, representatives of the Wood County Airport, the Parksburg Police, and a representative from Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio. They asked him questions after question for over a half hour, and he maintained his story. After the interview aired, a lot of people thought he was crazy, by the way. But after the interview aired, other witnesses came forward. One man said a being matching this Cold's description tried to flag him down, but he was too scared to stop. Several other people saw lights in the sky. Several others saw a craft matching Derenberger's description on that same stretch of road. Several other witnesses reported that they had seen Derenberger stopped and talking to Cold on that night. So there is corroboration for this. Cold's visitations continued long after the news coverage died down. Derenberger claimed he was visited often by Cold over the next month. Eventually, even Derenberger's family saw Cold and other strange things. Eventually, Mr. Cold revealed his first name was Indrid. He brought others of his kind to meet Derenberger. They all sported these grins. It's called the grinning man. That's what they call him in the folklore. A physician gave Derenberger a clean bill of health, which discounted many of the accusations of drug use and mental problems. Eventually, all of the harassment and the constant derision got to Derenberger. He tired of the harassing phone calls and visits. His wife divorced him. She blamed lost jobs and lost friends on Derenberger's tales of Indrid Cold. Derenberger eventually succumbed to delusion. He actually became delusional. In my opinion, the people drove him crazy. Now, Hundreds of sightings and other encounters of the grinning man have made Indrid Cold a rural myth and a legend in that area. It's crazy. One might think that this tale was a hoax or some kind of tall tale. If so, it is a long-lived tale, and it has maintained its concise specifics all this time. Travelers on back roads in Virginia and Tennessee often report seeing a grinning man by the roadside. Few have the courage to stop. Those that do report friendly telepathic conversations with the odd fellow. Maybe Indrid Cold and his fellow travelers really are just peaceful visitors wishing us well. Who knows? But the fact that people are still seeing him to this very day tells you Derenberger wasn't crazy. He may have been driven crazy later, but he wasn't crazy when he saw him. I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.